So I said that for today, we will be doing 9 MCQ. Okay, of course, the open-ended question, we are targeting to finish like maybe 5. Okay, at least 4 to 5. Okay, so we cannot waste time. We have to really be very focused. Remember, I told you, you need to think through the topic or the concept that's tested for every question, right? Okay, I hope you have already done that. Okay, as in you have indicated on your paper, okay, for every question, right? The topic that is tested. Okay, so session 3, we will definitely clear all the MCQ that's left and only 9 of them. So open-ended, how many more? I think this paper is up to 41, right? Question 41. 29, 30. So there are total 13. That will be 6 left. You think we can finish? We try, okay? We try our best. We try our best to finish this. So we have to be focused, then we can clear all. Anyway, please remember next week, next Wednesday, there is no lesson because there is a break, okay? There's a break for 88 tuition. The break is from 12 to 18. All right. So you will be back on Monday for classes. If you are taking other classes, and it falls on Monday, then you come back on Monday, which is 19. Okay, that means today is the 7th. I will see you on the 21st for the next lesson. Okay, so you take note, okay? Yeah, note this down and it's easier for us. Let's see, Keith is here. Left with Nabil. Okay, no problem. Okay, let's start soon. We can't wait anymore. All right. Okay, so Keith, you just came in, right? We were actually talking about the plans, okay, for the completion of the question, Keith. Right, so last week we finished up to, 10 MCQ and 2 open-ended because we did a lot of discussion, remember? And then today's session, we will be doing 9 MCQ plus 5 open-ended. So if you're wondering which are the 5, take note, okay? Last lesson was 29 and 30. That's my pen. Question 29 and 30. So that means today we are doing 31 up to 35 minimum. Okay, if we cannot finish, of course, I'm going to change the numbers here, right? And then update accordingly. So this is 36 up to 41. We try our best, okay? So that we can cover as many mock papers as possible. And then Keith, we also talk about the 1 week break, which is next week on the 12th. Okay, starting on the 12th, ends on the 18th. That means I'll see y'all. The next lesson is 21st. Don't log in next week and thinking how come Miss Day is not here, right? So everybody needs a break. Same for you and me. So you have prepared already, I assume. Okay, so now I also added in this red words here, topic / concept. Every time we go to the question, I need you to type it in. Okay, very quickly type it in, the topic or the concept that's tested here. All right. Heidi, you were not here last week, is it? Okay, so you a little bit blah blah, huh? Don't know what we are doing, right? So what we do is, Heidi, we actually split up. We split up the question for the whole paper, okay, to be covered in 3 lessons because we cannot finish everything in 1 lesson. And I do not want to just throw you with the answers and that's it. Okay, it's important that we go through, right? Right. So that's what we are doing now. And what we started with was we identified the topic or the concept that will be tested for every question. Okay, Heidi? So this is the first thing we need to do now, question 11. Okay, diagram below shows a plant which, you know, is bearing fruits. So if you look at things like this, what would you think this topic is about? Yeah, Crystal gave me the answer. And then after that, Pranati says this is about the transport system in plants, right? Yep. Sean also typed in. Shoria also typed in. Very good. So this is about the transport system. Now, why I put a slash? Because sometimes there are certain concepts that's tested. It's not really linked to a topic, isn't it? You all know that, right? Sometimes it's a very general kind of concept. It can be a skills-based concept. How to read graph lah, you know, how to analyze data from the graph, or write the what's that? The aim of the experiment, find out the relationship. So these are the various skills that you also need to know. So this topic is really on plant transport system. Very good. And what is it that they are also testing? Okay, the water and the food carrying tubes. Do you remember this? So when you see this, immediately you have to start thinking, if let's say this is the cross section of the stem, okay, remember there are all these things, right? Do you still recall where are the water carrying tubes and where are the food carrying tubes? Still recall or not? If you recall, you can tell me. Okay. Yeah, Sean, you want to try? So let's start with this one.
Carrying tube.
Okay. So the other one, obviously, okay, must be the water carrying tubes. Right. Very good. So you know this, so you got to write things like this down, because sometimes during exam, you will suddenly have that kind of memory loss. Certain concepts you cannot remember. You used to be able to recall easily, but when you are tense up, yeah, okay, you suddenly can forget everything. Yeah, food carrying tube is on the outside, water is on the inside. Very good. Okay. Now, so let's look at this question. There are positions Q, R, and S where food carrying tube can be removed by cutting away the outer ring of the stem. Which of the following shows correctly where the tubes have been removed that resulted in these observations? So the fruit actually becomes the biggest, okay, when it is being cut at a certain position. The plant wilts the fastest when it is cut at a certain position. So which one is it? If I look at your answers, okay, if I look at your answers, let's see. Okay, I have a lot of varied answers. I have A, I have D, I have C, I have B, everything. What do you think? Okay, I'm going to pick one of you to share about your answer. Okay, let's see. Who's here? Hold on. I need to remove some people because they are not here today. All right, let's call upon Yancy. Okay, Yancy, your answer. Unmute yourself. Don't be worried. Okay.
Answer. My answer is B.
Okay, you put down B. Okay, there's R, right? So you said that R, if let's say there's a cut here at R, right? Okay, then do you think the fruit will become the biggest when it's cut at R? The rest of you can contribute because I need active discussion. That's when you learn the best. What do you think? Was it a guess for you, Yancy?
No.
It wasn't a guess. You really thought so?
Yeah.
Okay, I asked you some questions. Since nobody is saying anything, I'm going to ask you something. Now, okay, Heidi said something. All right, she typed into the chat. Let me ask you, Yancy, how will the fruit actually become bigger? How do you think the fruit can become bigger?
Yes.
But how? How do you think a fruit actually becomes bigger?
The leaves on the plant photosynthesize, and then the food made from the leaves is transported to the fruit.
Very good. Okay, you got it right. Okay, so the fruits actually contain all the sugar, all the food that is being made by the leaves, right? Yeah, we know that. Okay, so if you want the fruit to be the biggest, right? Don't you think that you want all the food that is made by the leaves to go to the fruit? Yes or not?
Yes.
You agree? So if you cut at R, do you think all the food that is made by all the leaves will go to the fruit?
No.
No. Why is that so? You see, once you make a cut here, right? Once you make a cut here, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 leaves, that is actually below the cut. Can you see that?
Yes.
So if they make the sugar, where will the sugar go to?
It
Only
will-
go down, right?
Yeah.
Cannot reach the fruit already, no. The fruit is like separated from the leaves. Okay, because once there's a cut that is being made, okay, they say the outer ring. So all the food carrying tubes will be cut, and none of the sugar made by these 5 leaves can move up. Can you all see that? How many of you can see it now? There are many of you who got this wrong, okay? It's not just Yancy, okay? Many of you got this wrong. How many of you can see better now? Okay. Yeah, good. Okay, Prita actually put up the hand. The rest of you? Crystal also. Yep. Okay, so Yancy, don't worry. This is the question that actually a lot of students got wrong. I'm not talking about this class only, okay? Yeah, because they can't apply the knowledge. You understand? Okay, it's a bit tricky. I would say this question is tricky. Answer is D. Okay, you have to cut at this part. When you cut at this part, right, all the sugar that is made by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 leaves, right, if they come down, there's no other space for them to go to, right? Now, this part will be bulging. And then whatever sugar that's continued to be made, it will just go to the fruit. Clear? Can you understand better now? Okay, so when I cut at S, right, all the sugar made by by the leaves, okay, they cannot move downwards, they can only go up. Right. Then the next question is, the plant will wilt the fastest, Wilt the fastest means what? What is this meaning? Somebody tell me. Let's see. Okay, those who never turn on camera, like Galen and Keith, one of you have to answer already, yeah? Okay. So, any money, any more. Okay, Galen, come, answer. Galen, are you here? Not here? Okay, Keith, you try first. What is the meaning of wilt? Do you all know? Must know, no? This is important. If you can type into the chat, it'll be good also. Yeah, something like that. Okay. Yes, correct. Like wither away. So the leaves look like it's dying, that kind, right? Correct or not? Eventually, it looks like it's dying. Okay, why? Why do you think so? Why do you think this will happen? We see that the answer is D already, isn't it? The answer is D. Okay. And you must cut at S. The plant will actually wilt the fastest, right? Why is that so? Preterm, yeah. So it's like it's wilting.